Very good morning everyone. Welcome back to the another new session of computer organization and architecture. I hope you are fine at your place. Now let us begin with our today's session. I hope you have watched the videos up to lecture number 8. In the last lecture, we have solved the Boolean expression based on the different types of postulates. So based on that, whatever the solutions we have given, right, that is difficult. Why difficult? Because if you want to simplify the Boolean expression based on the postulate, at that time you need to mug up the rules which is based on the postulates. Otherwise you are not able to solve the Boolean function. So in today's session I will teach you K-map. K-map is the solution to solve the Boolean expression, and it gives you the facility to represent your Boolean function into the form of tabular format. So whatever the content you are going to place inside the K-map, that is in the form of tables, right? And it is very easy to understand the concept of K-map. K-map is also referred as a Karnaugh map, right? Let us start with the K-map. Before explaining the following slide, I would like to show one example of K-map. So by understanding that example, you can easily learn the given points, right? So let us move towards the tabular representation. See, if you have two variables, the first variable is A and second variable is called B. So to represent two variable K-map, what you need to do, you need to create one table. After creating table, you need to learn the value of truth table. In the truth table, what we do, we make the combination of input variable, right? So in the truth table, the combination of two input value is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Yes or no? I want to repeat this line once again, that when you represent your data with the help of truth table, which contains two input signal, the variable A and B. So for two input signal, there are four possible combinations, and that combinations are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So what you need to do, you need to make one table. Inside that table, over here, you need to write 0, 1, 2 and 3. This is the cell. Each cell of table is used to represent input signal. So naturally, the 0th cell is represented by the value 0, 0. That is the first tabular value in the truth table. So 0, 0 is represented in the 0 value or 0th cell. 0, 1, that is the second value in the truth table, right? So that is represented by 1. next value is 1 0. So that I need to write 1 0 in cell number 2, and 1 1 I need to write it in the cell number 3. Let us repeat this point once again. When there is a 2 input variable in a truth table, at that time there are 4 possible combinations, and for 4 possible combinations, first combination is 0 0, and that combination is represented in the cell of 0. In the first cell, the second combination is written, that is 0 and 1. After that, value is 1 0 and 1 1. So 0 1 2 3. So what you need to do when you draw K-map for 2 input variable, first of all you need to make a cell in this way, right? In the first cell you need to write 0 1 2 3. It is it is 0 0 in the 0th cell, 0 0 1 in the first cell, 1 0 in the second cell, and 1 1 in the third cell. That is fixed, right? In the 0th cell you need to write 0 0 only, that is predefined or fixed. Now see, 0 0 means what? It is a dash value. So what you need to do, the first value represents the value of variable A, and second value represents the value of variable B. So over here both the variable contains value of 0. So over here you need to write A dash B dash. In the first cell there is a value, there is a combination of 0 1. So what you need to do, 0 represents the value of A, right? So A means A dash. Why A dash? Because if 0 is there, at that time dash you need to do, and if 1 is there, at that time you can pass values directly. So in this combination 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1, in this combination what you need to do, when there is a value of 0 you need to make a dash, when there is a 1 no need to make a dash. The first value in the bracket represents value of first variable, the second value in the bracket represents the value of second variable. So over here the first combination is represented by A dash B dash, the first this combination is represented by A dash B. Over here A B dash and A B. I hope this 4 cell is properly clear. How we have formed it? First cell is represented by 0, second cell is represented by 1, the third cell is represented by 2, and fourth cell is represented by 3. The first combination for 2 input signal is 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Now 0 is represented by dash and 1 is represented directly. So what you need to do, the first value refers to the first variable, second value refers to the second variable. If the combination is 0 0, you need to make dash for both the variables. If the first value is 0, at that time you need to make a dash for the first variable and you need to pass second variable's value as it is. So in this way this 4 cell you need to create. Now see, over here what you need to do, in this particular line, for this line, this is a row and this is a column. So row is represented by A and column is represented by B. That's why I have written A/B over here, because A means row and B means column. Right? Now what you need to do in this particular cell, for both the cell, refer the value of A dash. This is a value of 0 and this is a value of 0. So over here what you need to do, this particular row represents variable A dash and A dash means 0. Now consider this particular row. Over here both the cell contains variable A, right? So that you need to write over here, and A is represented by 1. Now to represent column, over here, now standing column you need to focus. Over here for both the column, value is represented by B dash. Follow my cursor. Over here also it is B dash and over here also it is B dash. So for this particular column, B dash is there and B dash is represented by 0. Similarly for this particular column, the value is B, which is represented by 1. So this is a 2 variable K-map, right? Whatever the content you have produced using truth table, that is in the form of tables using K-map. How K-map is written? For 2 variable K-map, suppose xy variable is there, then over here you need to write x dash, you need to write x, y dash, y, x dash, y dash, x dash, y, x, y dash and x, y. Combination remains as it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I hope how to represent K-map for 2 variables, it is properly clear. Now let us first move towards the theoretical portion, then again I will teach you how to create 3 variables K-map. Simplifying the expression by using the law of Boolean algebra is sometimes difficult. Law means postulates, right? So when you want to simplify the Boolean expression using postulates, at that time sometimes it is difficult. It is also non-systematic method, right? So to create a systematic method or to work with a systematic method, you have the concept of K-map. So a K-map is a systematic method for simplifying Boolean expression graphically. Let us repeat these 3 points once again, that when you want to simplify Boolean expression, sometimes it is difficult. Why? Because you need to understand the law of postulate. It can be considered as a non-systematic method. So you have K-map, which is a graphical representation of your Boolean function, and you can consider it as a systematic method. Sometimes K-map also referred as a cookbook method, right? That is the another word used for a K-map. K-map is also referred as a cookbook method or Karnaugh map. The full form of K-map is what? Karnaugh map. It provides you a cookbook method for the simplification. Now see, we have already learned how to form 2 input variables K-map. So naturally from that you can understand that it is a pictorial representation of your truth table. So your truth table is represented by the graphical form or expressed by the pictorial arrangements. You can easily choose the minimum number of terms to express the Boolean functions or function algebraically. Each combination of input variable in a truth table is represented by minterms or maxterms. Now see, over here we have two words. One is called minterm and another is called maxterm. So whatever the data you have placed inside the K-map, that combination is either in the form of minterm or in the term of maxterm. Now see the example first. Minterm means what? A dash, B dash, C dash. So you can see that over here we have used dot operator. Dot means which gate? Dot is represented by which gate? AND gate, and it is called product also. So the standard product term at which the output is 1 or the maximum is called min term, which can be represented by A dash, B dash, C dash. I want to repeat this once again, that between the A dash, B dash and C dash there is a symbol dot, right, or operator dot. Dot is represented by the product. It is also known as a product, and plus is known as sum. So minterm means what? When you work with a product term, it is known as minterm, which may be in the form of A dash, B dash and C dash. Similarly, maxterm is represented by the sum terms, and the output is 0 or minimum. In this minterm, 1 or maximum is the output. With a maxterm, the output is 0 or minimum, and it is represented as A plus B plus C. Plus represents OR gate, and plus is referred as a sum. So maxterm is represented for sum. Its output is either 0 or minimum, and in the opposite, minterm's output is 1 or maximum. A dash, B dash and C dash is an example of minterms, and A plus B plus C is the example of maxterm. Now each square in the K-map over here, this one, 0, 1, 2, 3, A dash, B dash, these all are referred as a cell, right? So each cell or square in the diagram represents min term. Min term, it represents min term. See over here, A dash, B dash. So it is a min term only. So K-map is a diagram which is made up of square, and each square in the K-map represents min terms. Why min term? Because A dash, B dash, so it is nothing but it is a min term only. The square corresponding to min terms that produce 1 for the given Boolean function are marked by 1, and others are marked by 0 or are left empty. This line I will explain later on, that how the value of K-map is applied. At that time I will explain this particular line. But right now what you need to learn and understand, that the combination of input variable is either represented by minterms or it can be represented by maxterm. Minterm is nothing but it is a product. Product means what? A dash, B dash, C dash. Maxterm means what? It is in the form of sum. Sum represents OR gate, right? And A plus B plus C is the representation of maxterm. Now see, in the K-map, each cell or each square is made up of minterms, right? So this is about the K-map. Now see how many cells are there. Say for example, if you have two input variable, at that time there are 4 cells or square. If you have 2 raised to 3, that means if you have a 3 variable K-map, at that time how many cell is there? 8 cells are there. For 4 variable K-map, you have 2 raised to 4 equals to 16 cell or square is there. So you are able to draw the K-map for 2 input variable, for 3 input variable or for the 4 input variables. Let us repeat this point once again, that your number of square is depends on the number of input variable. Say for example, if you have 2 input variable, at that time 2 raised to 2, that means there are 4 possible cells or square are there in the K-map. See, this is same as the truth table. In the truth table also it is a combination, right? 2 raised to 2 combination, that means 4 combinations were there. Over here we have different types of cells or different types of square. So for 3 variables we have 8 cells, for 4 variable we have total 16 cells. So you can say that either 2 variable or 3 variable or 4 variable K-map you are able to draw. Now let us understand that with the help of graphical representation of K-map. In this particular slide we have the representation of 2 variable K-map and the representation of 3 variable K-map, right? So 2 variable K-map I have already explained that for 2 variable, first of all over here you need to write the name of variable. Name of variable would be anything. It is XY, it is M and N, it is A or B. In this example, we have taken the name of variable A and B. For 2 input variable, we have 4 cell and first cell is represented by 0, then 1 and so on. The first combination you need to write in the first 0th cell, the second combination you need to write in the first cell, the third combination you need to write in the second cell, and the fourth combination you need to write in the third cell. Now first combination in the truth table is 0 0, then 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. 0 is represented by dash, so you need to make A dash B dash over here. The first value is representation for the first variable, second value is the representation of second variable. So 0 is the value for first variable which can be represented by dash, so A dash B. Why B is written over here? Because the value of B is 1. In this particular combination, the value of first variable is 1, so it is A only, and the value of second variable is 0, so it is B dash. And the last combination's value is AB because the value is 1 1. So I hope two variable K-map drawing is properly clear. Now let us move towards the three variable K-map. This thing is little bit complicated than two variable K-map. What you need to do, you need to take three variables. First variable is A, the second variable is called B, and the third variable is called C. Now see what you need to do over here. You need to form 2 by 4. 2 by 4 means what? The first variable is A, that you need to write over here, right? In this way only, A dash and A. So A dash and A is written over here. And over here you need to write the combinations for the variable BC. Right? BC means two variable. So what we have done, that I make the partition that first variable is written over here and second two variables, that means B and C, I have written as a column. Now see, for one variable there is only two possibility, either 0 or 1. So 0 and 1 I need to write over here. For the two values, there are four possible combinations: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Yes or no? See, for two variable we have four possible combinations: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Is that clear to everyone? Now see how to form a K-map for three variables. There is a bit different than two variables. See, in the first combination the value of A is what? 0, right? So over here 0, 0, 0 and 0. Now see, in this particular cell, right, you need to see at the left and you need to see at the top. You can see that at the left it is A dash, B dash, C dash. Now focus on this particular cell. It is A dash, B dash, C. A dash, B dash, C. In this way you can create the table. I will explain this later on. First of all, let me explain the combinations first. A dash A, that means only one variable is there. So for one variable there is only two possibilities, either 0 or 1. For two input variable we have four combinations: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. That is a sequence only. Is that clear to everyone? Now see, this is the three values truth table. So first of all, those people who don't know how to make a combination may refer the truth table for three input variable. So the possible combination is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1. So these 8 are the possible combinations for three input variable. This we have already done in the truth table. So how to make a combination, that you need to learn, or you need to refer the video of truth table, right? So now let me explain this last two columns related with the three variable K-map. See, what you need to do, you need to twist this column. You need to twist this column. That means, see, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1 is the combination. So when you write it is in the sequence like 0, 0, 0, 1. Now see, 1, 0 you need to write at the last column, and 1, 1 you need to write in the second last column. That is a rule which we need to accept, right? that when you form 3 variable K map, at that time last column is twisted. So see over here 0, 1. Then I have not written 2 over here. I have written it in the last column. Why? Because we need to twist that column. Instead of second column, I need to write the value of third column first. That is a rule. Right? So what you need to do? 0, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 7, 6. Let us repeat 0, 1. Instead of 2, you need to write 3 first and 2 later on. Then 4 again, 5. This 2 column remains as it is. You need to twist only last 2 columns when you form 3 variable K map. That is a rule only, right? So when you refer two input variables combination, at that time combination is in this way: 0, 0, 0, 1. That is okay. Then next combination is 1, 0, which you need to write in the last column instead of the third column, right? And the last combination you need to write in the third column. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that clear to everyone? Now see how to write combinations. So take a truth table of 3 input variable and write the first combination in the 0th cell, that is 0, 0, 0. In the first cell 0, 0, 1. Now skip this cell temporary and write down this cell 0, 1, 0. That is the next combination. And after that, for the 0, we have last combination 0, 1, 1. Now see, all the 3 variables value is 0. So it is marked with the dash. So A dash, B dash, C dash, A dash, B dash, C, A dash, B, C, and A dash, B, C dash. The same combination you can compare and tally with this. For this particular cell, the value of A is A dash, the value of B and C is B dash, C dash. For this particular cell, value of A is A dash, value of B is B dash, and value of C is C. Right? Now refer this particular cell, the value of first variable is A dash, the value of second variable is B, the value of third variable is C. For the next combination, the value of first variable is A dash, the value of second variable is B, the value of third variable is C dash. The combination also you can compare. For this particular cell, the last cell, the value of variable A is 0. So over here it is 0. The next variable's value is 1. So I have written 1 over here, and 0 I have written over here. So there are several ways through which you can compare that whether you have created the right K map or not based on the truth table. But be careful when you draw 3 variable K map or 4 variable K map, right? But be careful when you create 3 variable K map, the last column is you need to switch, and based on that you need to write numbers, otherwise you will create wrong K map, right? So to find out proper Boolean function, to find out proper equation, you just need to create proper K map. So this is the drawing of third variable or 3 input variable K map. Now let me explain 4 input variable K-map. It is a bit complicated. See, over here we have taken the combination of single variable and we have created B and C combination over here. Now see, for 4 input variable K-map, what you need to do, this represents pattern of AB and this represents pattern of C and D. So first of all, let me explain how to write numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the 3 variable. In that I have explained that last column you need to switch. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? I hope up till now there is no doubt, because this particular, up till now whatever I have explained, that I have explained in the 3 variables K-map. Now see, like second 2 columns, you need to switch 2 rows, last 2 rows in a 4th variable K-map. Instead of 1 0 combination, we have written 1 1 over here and I have written 1 0 over here. Similarly, I need to write 1 1 over here and 1 0 over here. So again, numbering would be changed. What is our last number? That is 7 over here. So now it's time to write 8 over here, 9 over here, 10 over here, 11 over here, then 12, 13, 14, 15. Let us explain this numbering once again. In the 3 variable K-map, we have switched the columns only. Similarly, when you form 4 variable K-map, at that time the last 2 column you need to switch, as well as last 2 row you need to switch. How to form a combination? 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. Right? Based on that, you can write the combinations like A dash B dash, A dash B, AB and AB dash. Similarly, with a column number C dash D dash, C dash D, CD and CD dash. Now how to give a number? So first of all, we need to start with the 0, then 1, then we have switched the column. So that's why 2 I need to write over here, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the last number. So next number is 8. But that number I need to write over here. Why? Because we have switched the column. So 8, 9, 10 I need to write over here because we have switched the column also. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So total 6 combinations we have written. Now it's time to write a combination of table over here. So 0, 0, 0, 0. That is the first combination in the truth table. That I need to write in the 0th column. Then 1 combination, then 2, then 3. In this way you need to write the combination. And if you don't want to use truth table, then what you need to do? You need to focus on a particular cell. On the left hand side, the value is A dash B dash. So you need to write A dash B dash. Now see the topmost, it is a C dash D dash. So you need to write C dash D dash. Similarly, consider this particular cell. See the left portion, the value is AB. So in this cell you need to write AB. See the topmost cell, the value is CD. So you need to write CD. Refer this particular cell for the left AB dash. So you need to write AB dash. Refer the top cell, it is a value CD dash. And based on that you can write the value of A is 1, B dash means 0, C means 1, D dash means 0. So you can write the values either using the truth table, or you can create it with the A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash by looking at the heading and left portion. So in today's session we have just learned that what is K-map, how to form 2 input variable, 3 input variable and 4 input variable K-map. For creation of 2 input variable K-map is a bit easier. For 3 and 4 variables, for 3 variable you need to switch last 2 columns. For 4 variable you need to switch last 2 columns as well as last 2 rows. So be careful when you give the number to each cell. I hope the K-map design is properly understood, and based on that you need to write in the book. So at the time of exam you can refer it easily. I hope the concept is properly clear. In our next session we will continue with the K-map only, because this is a most IMP concept, right? So I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you all.